off a call with a client, and I'm actually recording this. We just pulled up in the motorhome, so I'm currently filming in the field right now. How crazy is that? That you can just work from anywhere. So I've just was off a call with a recent client, and it's a client that's got incredible results in the first 3 weeks. He just mentioned that he just made over 25,000 in revenue these first few weeks, and we're only just getting started. But he came to the call, one of the calls that I host, and he was asking a question around messaging. And what he said that he's still kind of finding, whilst he's starting to get more people who can afford him, who are willing and able to spend with him, he still finds that his content, or at least it was before, not so much now, is still bringing in people who can't afford his services. Now, for context, he's charging $5,000. It's got a high ticket offer, and he said a lot of people come to the call and I just can't afford it. This isn't something I can do right now, and there's many reasons as to why this happens, and there's a few tweaks that you can make within your content and within your messaging to make sure that the people that you're getting to calls have problems and also have the finances or have the money, but also they understand that they're already in motion. And we talk about like motion and energy, and I'm going to talk through that as well. So the key question that I want to help answer today, because some of you may be having this, is how do I stop attracting desperate people who lack the resources, the money, or the experience? So, when it comes to actually building out a messaging framework, there's a few things that you really want to be focusing on to make sure that you are attracting those right type of people. And the first thing is focusing on the results only is going to trip you up. So, what I mean by that is if you just, for example, you're a business coach and you said, hey, I'm going to help you get to 100,000 a month. That all sounds great. But the risk that you make is that you could get people that aren't even at 1K a month or aren't even at 2K a month. For example, if let's say you're a fitness coach, a good example is like, hey, I'm going to help you I'm going to help you kind of get six pack abs, or I'm going to help you get like big, broad, boulder shoulders. Now, again, the risk that you have there is that if you're just talking about that promise, you could get people that have never set foot in a gym. You could get people, if you're doing a money offer, for example, your business coach and saying 100,000, you could be people that have never even made their first sale. They may be in a 9 to 5. And that's where you're going to find there's a lot of frustration, because the steps that those people need to take, it's going to be a lot more than if those people are currently in motion and they're really struggling with the things that they're doing. So it attracts those people who want the result, but they may actually lack the resources, they may already lack the knowledge or the experience or even that readiness to buy. So what instead you need to be doing is actually speak to what are they currently doing and what's not working, or what they have been doing, or what are they already doing. So for example, with my offer, it's I'll help you fix up your inconsistent sales because I will help you book in more calls with people who can afford you. That's something that they're getting calls, but they're getting people who just can't afford them. And it's that frustration of getting on 5 10 calls and being hit like hour after hour with like, I can't afford it, I can't afford it. And really it's just, again, it's their messaging and they're speaking to the wrong type of people. So you need to be speaking to people who are active, they have some experience, or they're actually ready for your solution, because it's a lot easier to take them. For example, if you're, imagine 100 meters, you're running 100 meters, it's a lot easier to get someone who's already run 10 seconds to get to 9.95 seconds, rather than someone who's never even stepped foot on a track and here they are trying to sprint. And what you want to do within your content when you're messaging is you want to create new opportunities and new angles based on alternative solutions to their current struggles, because that then links to your offer. So you've got a new way of doing things. So if the existing way that they're doing things is broken, you want to actually talk about what they're doing now and highlight what they're doing now isn't working, and actually contrast it with your better approach and how your approach is different and how you've got that new way of doing it. And this naturally should filter out unqualified leads, i.e., people who aren't actually taking action, people who aren't in motion. And it's usually when you get those people who aren't in motion that they have this victim mentality. They don't want to kind of do the work, and often they're going to increase chargebacks, they're going to ask for refunds, or again, even before that, they're going to hit you with a price objection. So again, it's highlighting what isn't working for them and their frustrations, and how those frustrations are showing up in their business, in their life, what it's preventing them from being able to do in their business, what it's preventing them from being able to do in their life, but also how that is actually showing up in their day to day as well. And then you want your offer to align with a better, more effective solution to them. So, for example, if you've got like let's say you are a business coach and maybe someone is at like 30,000 a month, they want to get to 100K a month, but they don't want to keep doing, cold DMs and just sending out lots of cold emails and picking up the phone every day. Instead, they want a system that brings pre-sold prospects who are already qualified and basically ready to pay them $5,000, $10,000. For me, it's just, you just need a video funnel, a way that you can use short form video content to attract people and long form content to actually nurture them. And it's a new way of doing it, because once it's done, people are going to come to you. You're not going to have to put much time and effort into sending out DMs and getting faced with objections and always feel you chase. Instead, you're attracted, and it's that higher level of abundance that you get of people coming to you rather than you chasing them. So that's the solution I've provided for a lot of people who, again, they don't want to keep chasing people because it drains them most, energetically, and it's not really setting the tone for a good start to any coaching relationship. So understand that not everyone is going to be a fit for your approach. Right? There's going to be pushy, there's going to be non-pushy sales, but you need to show that your unique approach is going to attract the right type of people, and speaking to those people who are already in motion, they're already taking action, and they're dissatisfied with the results that they're getting with those actions. These people that are more likely to succeed and actually get results with your services that you're providing, your coaching or your consulting. So as we wrap up, combine your messaging about your results, so you're showing the results. But when you are doing this, always speak to, this person was doing this, but it wasn't working. When you're creating content, say, are you doing this, but it's not seeing the results that you want? And speaking to those current frustrations, this will help you to attract resourceful, action-ready clients, and actually sets the foundation for better results.